G'day and welcome to Galley Chats. I'm Dean Harrison, your chef and host. This is a place where not only the food is cooked, but where the crew drop in, the conversations just roll. It's the heart of the boat and everyone's got a story, so grab a bite and let's get into it. Okay, we have Oscar here, Oscar Newman.
Hello.
And so just want to introduce yourself, if you just want to introduce yourself, and where are you from?
So, my name's Oscar, and my parents are British, but I'm born and raised in Mallorca, from Spain.
Yeah. So, you guys are probably going to see the episode by now, but we actually just shot on Motor Yacht Cherry, and Oscar is the chef on board. And we had so much fun, or from my side, we had so much fun.
Oh, it's the highlight of my season so far.
There you go.
So yeah, we had such a great day.
Nice. Me and Peyton went there and, shot the boat, kind of like a lifestyle, but POV of guest experience. So we got some amazing products from Green Chili. They got delivered and Oscar put up an amazing lunch for us and a little dessert at the end there. But yeah, we just went out there. The weather was perfect. And all the crew got on the toys and we shot them on the toys, and I think we just had a bit of a fun day after we did the shooting part of it, and then a little sunset cruise home. So
yeah, I mean, when we were discussing it, we were a little bit worried about the weather, and then we saw it on the day, and we're like, this is the perfect conditions.
It was a perfect day, and we just did a little reel of the drone shots and stuff, and it was just like stunning, like glassy weather.
Oh, it was perfect.
So yeah, we had a great time on board, and we actually had some great chats that day, and that's kind of why Oscar's back here, because it was just like, I was so intrigued about him growing up in Mallorca, and that kind of life was, that kind of life he lived there. So we're going to chat about that a little bit more. So yeah, like when you're growing up in Mallorca, your parents are from England, or you're from the UK?
Yeah. Both my parents are from the UK, but actually both of them have lived longer outside of the UK than in the UK. My mum has been going to Mallorca since she was 4 on holidays, and my dad joined the Merchant Navy at 16, so he got out of the UK pretty quick. And they both got into yachting, met on the same boat 31 years ago.
That's crazy.
My dad still works on the same boat with the same owner, and it's always been based in Palma. So
literally the same boat.
Same boat, same owner.
Damn, so how many years is that? That's like...
this is the 31st year.
31 years.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Unreal.
He must be getting treated pretty well, or...
Yeah, him and the captain have been on the exact same time. So...
Wow.
And I've seen a lot of crew come through, but the majority of them will stay for at least 3 or 4 years,
Amazing.
if not 10.
That's crazy. Do you know why your parents moved to Mallorca? A lot of yachties move there, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, my mum's been going there on holiday for years and years and years, and my grandma and my granddad have an apartment out there. But my dad specifically for the job, really.
Oh, he was there for work.
And it's always been based in Palma, so...
Oh, perfect.
I think it allowed my parents, knowing that the boat will always be there, some stability to have a family and grow and have a solid... They only do single seasons, so he's got 3 months of hard work in the summer, and then he's guaranteed 9 months in Mallorca, so...
That's nice, eh?
It was ideal for them.
Yeah, it's Mallorca is one of my favorite places. I did a 7-month yard period there on a sailboat, and we had every weekend off. So I'd take the crew car and just explore literally every corner of the island. And it's actually, I know you grew up there, but for me it felt quite a big island in terms of like the mountains, the ocean this side.
Yeah, it's incredibly diverse.
Yeah,
I think something crazy like 70% of the adverts you see on UK television is filmed in Mallorca.
Oh, really?
And some TV and movies, because it can give a wide range of like shots, and you've got the mountains and the water, and it can look like a desert. In the winter, we sometimes get snow and stuff like that. You can get a real range of cinematography there.
So growing up there as well, like the food, like Spanish food for me is like, it's very simple, but I love it. Like it's so simple. We had pan con tomate for breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I love that tapas style, like that style of just going and eating little bites.
It really embraces sort of the Mediterranean feel.
It does, yeah.
Simple flavors, olive oil, salt, pepper, done.
Yeah, some of the, Spanish anchovies and the pronunciation of the boccherini. Hey.
Boquerones.
There you go. There's going to be a few of those times I'm gonna yell for help.
I'll correct you too.
No, feel free. So growing up there, I love the story you told us the other day about the octopus. Like, I just imagine like these old, I don't know, European summer movies in the Med of like kids growing up, shirt off all the time, spending their days at the beach and fishing and hunting and I don't know.
Yeah, it was a weird one. I mean, it's peculiar for someone who hasn't grown up in that situation maybe, but for me it was normal childhood. And the story that you specifically reciting is when I must have been sort of 7 at the time, and my grandma has an apartment right on a quay. I used to do some fishing, and it's where I learned how to descale a fish, gut a fish, fillet a fish, whatever. But the prize catch of the day always would have been an octopus, and they're quite intelligent and interesting animals, let alone the taste. And one day we kind of figured out where an octopus's lair was, and you can tell with the shell structures around its dinner, essentially, in a little cave. And we managed to coerce the octopus out. And my grandma had a restaurant owner just across the road from where she lives. After having caught the octopus, we offered the owner see if he can cook something up for us, and later that evening we had octopus for dinner. So
amazing.
Literally straight from the ocean.
That's insane. Yeah, living on an island like that, that's kind of like, that's what I would imagine, it's such a cool experience. So how did that differ from like, did you go back to the UK much? Like the difference between those two?
Oh my God, yes. I went to school in Spain until I was 14, and then I moved.
Oh, you moved.
I moved to boarding school in the UK, and within the first week, I was kind of shocked. I knew I was going for school, but I didn't know that all the cultural differences would be so dramatic.
Like what?
So in that first week, I was finished school maybe 4 o'clock, and I was to my housemaster, I'm off, I'm going to go for a run. See you in about an hour. He was like, what? It's like, yeah, I'm going to go for a run. It's like, no, you're not allowed to leave the school now. You live here, you've got to stay here. So, and I get it, I understand they're responsible for your safety, but I'm so used to being open. I mean, my mum would kick me out of the house with a bottle of water with my bike, and that's it. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
So see you in a few hours.
It's safe, a little island environment, usually in a safe area.
Incredibly safe. I mean, as I said, my parents wouldn't need to worry about us at all. We'd be able to play in the village.
It's a dream to bring up a child in that kind of environment. Like, when you experience that. That school sounds like some of the yachts I've worked on.
The school, yeah.
Not letting you...
I mean, I make it sound bad. It was a good school, but just different to living at home on an island where, Wellesley lobster.
Yeah. I want to talk about like your chef background, I guess. Like when did you start to realize that you wanted to be a chef or cook?
I was always kind of interested in cooking, even from a young age. My mum put on the family group chat on WhatsApp recently a video of me wearing skiing goggles, sauteing some onions.
No way. We might try to get that video.
Yeah, I can definitely get you guys that one. And I think when I was at university, we had lockdown, and I was sharing a house with 5 of the guys, and we each took one night of the week to cook for everyone else in the house. Cool. Which was just something to entertain us with, and I really enjoyed it.
How old were you then?
I must have been 19, 20. Then finished my degree, didn't quite know what I wanted to do, but I was for sure I didn't want to do an office job. My mum used to be a ski guide and suggested the fact that just go do a ski season. So my first professional course in cooking was at the Orchard School of Cookery, which prepares young people that are straight out of university or even fresh out of school to learn the basics with just some simple veg prep, meal times, meat, fish, and also doing a little bit of service learning, because it prepares young people to do chalet hosting roles, which is what I went on to do. So that winter I managed to land a job in a 6-bed chalet, which I cooked and cleaned and ran my own, which was a bit of a challenge. But I think it set me up quite well for where I am now.
Yeah, it's interesting. We just had a chef on before, and a lot of chefs go for chalets, and it's a great option for. I always imagined when I first started, I would love to do chalets in the winter and yachts in the summer. That's like the dream life.
That was my idea as well.
Yeah.
Yachts in the summer, chalets in the winter.
Great balance.
Exactly. Then it was a junior entrant chalet cook role. The pay wasn't great, which has something to do with it.
How much was it, like, roughly?
So roughly, well, they show you 1,800, and you're like, that's all right. You get your food and accommodation. Well, that's what you thought. Then a third of it goes to French tax, which they don't help you reclaim it back. So, and a third of it went on accommodation. So at the end of the month, you're looking at 600 euros, and you're paying probably 10, 12 euros for a beer, and you're like, ooh, this is going to be a tight month. And throughout the season, you just broke even.
That's left with nothing, really.
Oh yeah, it's there for the experience. These companies know they can take advantage of young people who are just getting into the industry, which I understand, but it's at that level, you can't really make any money, which is fine.
It's super fun though. Like,
oh, exactly. Yeah.
And you're skiing or snowboarding every day, pretty much every day.
Six days a week. The changeover day on a Saturday or Sunday, you have to give the whole chalet
a full clean. Yeah, that's a rough day, that one.
Yeah, and more often than not, the good ski days were on a Saturday, so you're looking at the mountain, up the mountain, and you're like, oh, I wish I could be up there.
That used to be the
Cleaning
worst.
a toilet bowl, yeah.
That used to be the worst. It's like, it's a day that you cannot get up the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh. So then, okay, so you're cooking in chalets then, and did you have any jobs after that?
Didn't have anything lined up. And I was really enjoying the cooking aspect of my job. I really enjoyed that. So, as I said, my parents are in yachting. I've got a sister that's in yachting as well. It's like, I'll give it a go. I was trying to steer away, be the black sheep of the family, try not to go down that route. But I was like, I'll give it a go, see what I feel. And I am incredibly lucky because this has never happened to anyone, as far as I've heard, that I applied for one job online, I interviewed and got the job.
And got it.
So it's,
Crazy.
Incredibly lucky.
It takes people sometimes months or, sometimes like a year almost to get a job.
Yeah, for sure. And for a lot of the young people are coming from abroad, and especially outside of Europe.
Yeah, you're nice and close.
Struggling with visas and stuff.
Yeah.
And people come here with a limited time and resources and really struggle to find work.
Yeah, it's quite lucky that you're, based in Mallorca. It's not too far. It's also a yachting hub there as well. It's more sailboats, but it's still a lot of. It's up there definitely with close to Antibes and.
Yeah, I think it's one of the largest yachting hubs in the Med for sure.
Definitely, yeah. Did you try to look for a job there first? No dock walking, nothing.
Well, where I found this job on Cherry was through a Facebook post that was posted on Palmer Yacht Crew.
Okay.
And I was like, brilliant, going to be at home.
Sweet.
Then
nope.
Then figured out the boat was going to be based in Cap d'Aille.
Okay, so
which I wasn't too disheartened about. I've lived away from home for nearly 9 years now, so it wouldn't be anything new. And again, it was just to see if I enjoyed it, and I really have. So
Yeah.
I stuck around.
So, Cherry, really cool boat. Like, I mean, these boats are generally made for, you know, day boat, try to get somewhere really fast, right? 48 knots is like top
Exactly.
speed.
Yeah.
Is 48 top speed?
48's top. We cruise at
Cruise.
42, which is ridiculous.
42 knots. That's insane. So this guy's down in the galley.
Yeah, try chop an onion at 42 knots.
I couldn't even, like, we went out and the conditions are pretty, like, glassy.
Yeah.
And still I feel like, you know, this thing's like doing turns like this at 25 knots, 30 knots, whatever it is. But I couldn't imagine, what's it like in the galley when there's like a bit of chop?
Thankfully, we've got two really great stabilizers, seakeepers.
Oh, yeah.
But even so, I mean, even how the hull works, trying to get it up onto the plane, that initial acceleration in my galley, I have to lean forward to counteract how it comes up. But if there is a little bit of chop,
It's tough.
I have to put rags under any prep Tupperware that I've got, rags under chopping boards, actually take your time chopping and onion and carrots and stuff like that. And if it is too rough, I've just got to say, look, dude, food has just got to be delayed a little bit. I'm really, really sorry. These are the conditions.
Yeah, I mean, at least you can get there fast, and then hopefully you have a bit of time when you get there, even though obviously you got to prep a bit and it all takes a little bit of time. But that's crazy. Most boats cruise between like 10 and 14 knots, so that's actually insane. And the galley, like, it's a proper sleek boat. So the galley is quite small.
That's one way to describe it.
Yeah,
it's pretty small.
I mean, I've heard you're putting out some incredible food from there, and you did put out incredible food for us. So it's amazing what you can do. And I think also to point out, for a boat like that, you're having to reprovision a little bit more. And Oscar was kind of saying, like, he loves going to the markets. And so for the guest experience, is like you're off for the markets in the morning, you're getting what you need for the next day or two, and kind of refreshing more often than a bigger boat that can hold a lot more.
I have to plan really well because sometimes we're not on the dock, and it's tricky because there's three of us trying to get tender runs in the morning and setting the boat up in the morning. Yeah, it's a lot. So when I know we're going to be at anchor for sure, I have to get everything ready the day before. No excuses.
Yeah.
I do try to get to the markets as much as possible because, you know, fresh is best. Yeah. And not everything's a black and white line. If you find an ingredient that you weren't going to plan to use, but you know it will work within your menu, why not use it? Why not try it? And I love that aspect of the job, trying to walk around, look at all the fresh produce. I mean, when we did a shoot with Cherry.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff. Like, what were the sea
figs?
Sea figs. I don't know if anyone's ever Google sea figs. What was the other name for them? There's something else.
In French, it's figue de mer.
Figue de mer. Google that thing, and I swear we didn't even know what to do with that.
No, apparently you can just bite into them raw, but I would only really use them as a display piece on a large seafood platter. I think on the day I decided not to use them just because of our platter sizes. It would have overcrowded the rest of the produce on it.
Yeah, we got some really cool stuff, but that was something that I'd never seen before.
No, yeah.
So that was really cool. And so you're just talking about like preparing and like setting up, and I think a boat that size with only 3 crew, you're kind of doing a little bit of everything. Like Oscar was out on 100%. Deck doing the lines and like helping out with the setup of some things, even though he was quite busy in the galley. Yeah. But like where does it, like, it doesn't really start or stop anywhere. You kind of help out.
No, so on Cherry, there's 3 of us: Captain Steve. We've got Kerry, who's a deck stew, and I'm a chef stew.
So it's 28 meters.
It's 25.5.
Sorry, 25.5. I should know that. Sorry about that.
And we each have our individual roles. Kerry's more of a stew role.
Yeah.
I'm obviously the chef, and Steve's obviously the captain. But we all know how to do each other's jobs because we all have to some extent. I can't drive the boat, but I need to know how to put away the toys, wash down the toys, do lines, fenders. And same with Steve. I have to clean down the galley after dinner service. Kerry can't do all the cabins on her own, so Steve taps in. He's doing turn down the cabins as well. So we all chip in.
Yeah, that's cool. And one thing to note about this boat is like, even though it is 25 meters, Steve and Kerry have come from like bigger boats, and the service that they're bringing to the boat is of like a 40, 50 meter boat. And same with Oscar's food is like, usually when you have a boat this size, it might be a stew cook or something like that, you know, like, so the food he's kind of putting out, I think, is a level quite a bit higher, I think.
That's what we try to market. I mean, as you said, Steve and Kerry come from bigger boats with that sort of service. And I got the great opportunity over the winter that the boat paid for me to do another cooking course over the winter.
What was that?
It was Ashburton's Academy in Devon.
Yeah. Amazing place, like
unreal.
I haven't been there, but a lot of yacht chefs go there.
Exactly, it's kind of becoming an industry standard for a lot of chefs coming into the scene. But they offer an unbelievable service from start to finish. They really take you in depth with how it reacts. And the course that I did was pretty intense, and there's a course above it.
How many weeks was it?
Mine was 4 weeks,
yeah.
And the level 4 was 16 weeks, which my sister did.
Holy, did she?
Yeah. And when I was talking to the tutors, the chefs, it was more often than not, they would say, you don't need to know this for your exam, but we're going to teach you anyway. And just adding techniques.
That's cool.
We wouldn't get, and they get all their produce locally within the UK with some balance. And they get seasonal meats and fish and stuff. So the menu changes what you're learning throughout the year as well.
That's amazing. Yeah, great course. I think there's not many out there that actually focus on yacht chefs as well. There's only a couple, I think maybe even just 2 that are doing like really good courses for, directed to yacht chefs.
Yeah, I should note that it isn't specifically for yacht chefs, but the volume of yacht chefs that go through. I was in a maxed out class of 16.
Okay.
Unusually large, actually. Half of them were already in yachting.
Really? Okay.
So it just goes to show the reputation that they have.
Do you see yourself doing this like long term?
Yeah, I do. For at least 10 years.
Yeah.
I think I have a lot to evolve and learn still within the yachting industry, and not that I want to prove a point to anyone, but I feel like I've got the right mindset and drive to really elevate my produce and my food
100%, yeah,
a really high level. So that's what I'm aiming for. But really, really long term, I'd love to be a business owner. I'd love to own my own restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, I'd love to.
What kind of a restaurant?
Seafood, fine dining, close to the ocean.
Majorca?
Ideally. Ideally, but I'm open to anywhere. I don't think it'd be the south of France. As much as it's beautiful and gorgeous here, it's just not the same as Spain. I love it too much.
It's really not. I love don't want you to take this the wrong way, but how rustic Spain is. Like, it's a little bit more, I don't know, just a bit more raw and rustic compared to the south of France, where it's
a little bit more elegant and
like beach clubby and
exactly
ritzy, and I don't know, Saint-Tropez and all that kind of stuff, Monaco. But something I really would want to say is like, not that I regret it, but I think in yachting, someone else is basically paying for you to, figure out recipes and try things out, and that's all a part of like giving the guest experience. But you could start doing those things for your restaurant, like testing recipes and like, you know what I mean, and testing it on the crew and the guests. And
I mean, Kerry, our steers, has been an amazing sort of mentor, and Steve, but she often lets me, try recipes on the crew and
Oh, cool.
and encourages me to, because she's like, why not?
Yeah,
You're not directly paying for it.
exactly.
As long as you're within the budget of the boat,
Why not?
go for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they give me a lot of liberty to do pretty much what I want.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity because, when I had a lot of friends of mine that leave and then they go to set up a restaurant and then they start recipe testing with the budget that they've been given to set up the restaurant. I'm like,
Yeah.
that'd be such a great idea to do it while you're in yachting and,
Well, yeah.
you're still doing your job.
Yeah, another advantage that I've had on my experience through Cherry is because we're the first crew on board, we had to kit out the boat.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out a way how to make space of my own workspace in Galley and get the equipment that I need that suited my cooking.
Mm-hmm.
It's evolving at the minute, still as we're going, because I'm adapting and learning more as I go. But even having that experience of knowing what to get and what not to get, like Kerry and I would love a Ninja Creamy on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
Ninja Creamy, yeah, ice cream.
Wait, the soft serve.
Yeah, but logistically, I can't fit it in my boat. It's in my galley.
In your cabin, no?
Yeah. You've seen the cabin as well.
Yeah.
There is no space in there either.
Yeah, it's tight in there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure you probably want a lot of bits of equipment on that boat,
Yeah.
Thermomix and all sorts of stuff.
Exactly.
So what do you think you'd be doing if you weren't a yacht chef?
If I wasn't a yacht chef, the idea.
Sorry, it's a restaurant, but
Yeah.
other than before that?
Other than that, before that would have been a school teacher.
Really?
Which is incredibly different. I studied French and Spanish at university.
Oh, wow.
For the reason, and I get criticised, why did you do a Spanish degree if you know Spanish already? And the original idea was to become a teacher and get my teacher's qualification.
Amazing.
And teach languages at schools.
Yeah, that would probably suit you, I think.
So that was the original intention. But I have expensive hobbies.
Like what?
Skiing, golf, traveling, adventuring.
It's a time to do it while you're young.
Exactly.
So what's your next ideal position on a yacht after Cherry?
Position on a yacht after Cherry.
What would you want? Like your dream job?
I've thought about this loads, and it's to join a larger yacht between the 60 to 75 meter range as a shoe or a crew chef, and have someone above me who can teach me tips and tricks, how to run a galley of a boat that size, knowing the feel of a larger boat, knowing how the crew works, just a little bits like that. And then after that, bring it back down sizes, 35 meter.
Yeah, you can be sole chef on a bigger boat.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. I think that's a good step. It's, I didn't do it that way, and it's not because I didn't choose, but it just happened that way. But I literally got thrown from 37 meter sail yacht to 60 meter head chef with a sous chef, and I'm just, I had a great captain. Shout out to Dean Palladdy, but he really guided me through that. And if I didn't have him, I think I would be screwed. And I recommend doing what you're thinking of doing, because there's so many things that head chef is they've been through, and they're gonna teach you.
Exactly, and to try, I think nowadays it's less easy to bullshit anyone.
Yeah.
And trying to take on too much of a role too quickly would just be taking steps backwards in general.
You're gonna screw yourself over.
Exactly. I think I just need to humble my ego a little bit, take a step back, take advice, learn a lot, and then build from there.
Yeah. Get a solid base of knowledge. But so, is there any advice, because you're quite new to the industry? Is there any advice you could probably give to someone that's wanting to enter and look for a job?
Be patient.
Yeah.
And that's not really, and I say that with looking for a job and once you've landed a job.
Yeah.
Be patient. Take criticism well. Take it no, excuse the pun, with a pinch of salt. They're not, people aren't trying to be mean to you on purpose, I think. They're genuinely wanting you to succeed.
Yeah.
And you've got to accept that things don't go well all the time. Take accountability, hold your hands up, and learn from it. Try to do better next time.
Nice one.
So yeah, do that.
I like it. I like it.
Advice from Oscar.
Thanks for coming in, bro. Appreciate
Cheers.
it.
Thank
Good to
you so
see you
much.
again. That's it for this week's episode. Thanks for dropping by the Galley for a chat. We'll see you later and take care.